This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by Lincoln Savings Bank. At home in Iowa, at work for you.
UNI wrestlers are heading to the NCAA tournament, the championships held in New York City. Here with UNI head coach Doug Schwab, and let's first talk about the returners, the guys that have been there before. What do you like about this group and the fact, hey, they have a couple years of experience under their belt and know what to expect on this big stage here?
Well, they've all been there multiple times. Peters has been he's been on the podium. Blaze and Cooper were within a match last year, so they've all had some success there. I don't think they're not going to be overwhelmed by any means about what's going on. I think they know that keeping their emotions in check and being able to kind of stay in the moment and is going to be what's most important to them. And in where the seasons went, good or bad, they're all there at the national tournament. And I do like how those guys are competing. I love how Cooper came back and ended up getting third in that tournament. Dylan's been competing extremely well. He's been good in the room as I've seen him. So being able to put that on the mat, and Blaze has been wrestling well too. So you've been able to put, I think, a string of maybe 9-10 matches together that he's won. You start doing that too. You start feeling pretty good about where you're at. So I think it's that time of year, to go out and kind of shine, show all that work, and just go out there and shine in New York City. The Big Apple, the Madison Square Garden's a pretty great place to have this event, and I know our guys are looking forward to it. And I'm just excited to see those three guys go out and compete and get some awards.
Injuries are a part of athletics. Just talk about Dylan. Was it about 60 days that he wasn't able to participate? Why do you feel like maybe sitting out might inspire him to?
I think it gets you fresh. It's a long season. I was watching some matches with Elber earlier, and it was 4 months ago. So it's a really long season, and I think sometimes people forget about how long it is. And that all of a sudden he got that time away, and he was able to when things are taken away from you sometimes. You realize how much you love that and how much you miss it. And when it's been always there before and then it gets taken away, I think you just kind of look at it a little bit different. But to get fresh mentally and physically and not having to have his weight down, just being able to do all those things, I think just kind of got renewed, from a love of the sport. And in the injury that he has, there's a lot of guys that wouldn't be able to compete with it. Yeah. So him going out there and competing like he does and being in the MAC finals and being extremely upset that he didn't win. He still believes that he is the best guy at the weight, and I love that. And I know he's going to have that opportunity, in New York to show everybody that. And
your big man Blaze, MAC champion again, senior, looking to go out on top. How do you like how he's wrestling right now?
He's hitting some of the most beautiful attacks I've ever seen. It doesn't matter if it's a 25-pounder or a heavyweight. He can hit a high crotch to both sides. He can hit a single leg both sides. There's not a lot of guys that can do that. And in that finals match, I don't know if you got to see the match, but the left-handed high crotch he hit, it was beautiful. So just being able to put a few more of those on the board, and when he does, I tell you what, he's really, really, really fun to watch. So we want to give himself a few more opportunities there. But I can guarantee you that when those heavyweights look at the bracket, if he's not seeded, I wouldn't want to have to draw him first, I can tell you that.
So that's a look at the three NCAA returners. We'll talk about the new guys, the freshmen that are competing in the Big Apple. More here on Panther Sports Talk.